Hello, and thank you for clicking on my channel, Kelly Legends Media. Thank you to all the subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down below. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. If you don't like it, hit the dislike, thumbs down. Also, there's a notification bell. Hit that notification bell if you like, and whenever I drop a video, you'll be notified. You could go back later and watch it when you have time. Okay, let's get right into this. One of the subscribers had asked me if I could do a little something on Oscar de la Hoya. And when I read that, it caught my interest right away. I really thought, okay, yeah, that's a good one. Reason being, Oscar de la Hoya grew up. Okay, if you could picture this. He lived on the other side of the block from me, about three or four houses up from where I lived. Okay, so not on the same block, but if we were on the same block, he'd live about 3-4 houses up, maybe 5 houses up. Okay, but that was McDonald where he lived on. I lived on McBride. That's where I grew up. In any case, Oscar grew up there and he went to school here in Maravilla, and he got into boxing, right? From what I understand, his mom got very sick, and she passed, and a lot of the focus on the boxing was not only dedicated to her and for her, but I think it was also to help Oscar let out some of that feeling, you know. He spoke of his mom a lot when he was very young. Always mentioned her, gave her honorable mention whenever he could. So I know he really loved his mom, like I'm sure most of us did. So when he came back from the Olympics, he ended up training, right? And he ended up going to the Olympics. He actually made it to the Olympics, and he won. You know, he won up there. He came back with medals, right? When he came back, people in the community did a big welcome for him. They posted up signs on fences, on in front of their houses. Welcome back, Oscar. Congratulations, Oscar. Way to go, Oscar. You know, gave him a lot of respect and a lot of props when he came back from the Olympics. I was there at his house when he came back. Some people brought boxing gloves for him to sign. Some people just wanted autographs and stuff. Some people took pictures with him. And he stood out there in the front yard with everybody for a while. And people were let into the front yard. You know, they couldn't let everybody in because there was some people out trying, waiting to get in too. So when somebody would go out, they'd let a few more people in. They try to control the situation. There was a lot of people there, quite a bit. And he was very humble. When he came back, he was very humble, very respectful. And shortly after signing and saying hello and thank you to everybody, he went inside and with his family. And then a friend of mine from the neighborhood came over and she wanted to meet Oscar. So I went and I knocked on the door and he answered it. He's the one that answered. And he was all smiles and stuff. He goes, "Hey, what's up?" I says, "Hey, this young lady would like to meet you, you know." And he goes, "Oh, okay." And I introduced them. And she went inside, right? Then he slammed the door in my face, you know. No, not really. She went inside, you know. I shook the spot. I left. Anyway, so he enjoyed the welcome home thing with his family inside the house and stuff, and whoever else went in there. Anyways, so basically, he became a focus of the boxing industry, and not only the boxing industry, but people wanted to put their labels for him to represent their labels. And I know that for one, I think it was Camino Real Chevrolet or Chevy in general. I don't know how you call it, if they were sponsoring him or whatever, but But they gave him a brand new car. I think the first car, if I'm not mistaken, was a blue Monte Carlo. And I wasn't there when they gave it to him, but he was out there checking it out one day, and I went into the yard and we were looking at it and stuff, and he told me how they came and gave him a car, that he couldn't believe it, right? The next time I seen him, he was sitting in a Lamborghini, sitting in front of his house, and I think it was either his little brother or little nephew. It was a young boy sitting with him in front of his house there on McDonald. But he was in this red Lamborghini, right? And I don't know, I think they delivered the car to the house, right? And he's sitting in it and he's admiring it and everything, and you know, like you could see it on his face, man. He's stoked, right? But he didn't know how to drive it because it was stick shift, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna fast forward now, you know, because 5 minutes in, and there's still a little bit to cover. So, anyways, he ended up making a name for himself in the boxing world, and everybody knows Oscar de la Hoya, the championships that he won, and the losses that he took. You know, I remember one fight. You know, he just sat down on it. You know, he didn't finish the fight. That kind of that was a bad look. But anyways, he decided not to finish the fight. His career was still, for the most part, on the up, you know, on the upswing. He guy became rich. He got out of the neighborhood. You know, became very wealthy. And I know a lot of guys that grew up here with him and with us here in this neighborhood. We were hoping he'd put something here in our neighborhood, you know, teen post, a youth center, something here, you know, here in this neighborhood where he grew up, you know. But nevertheless, he did do some stuff for the Maravilla community. I know the old Cleveland House boxing gym became Oscar de la Hoya's boxing gym. And I know that I think they named a school after him. You know, he's a notable person in the history of Maravilla. There's a little stuff shadowing it. You know, some bad publicity came out about him in fishnet stockings and high heels and stuff, you know, all bad publicity about him using cocaine, not being fair with the fighters that he's promoted. I think Canelo was one of his fighters that really has a bad taste for dude. Speaks very poorly about him. Things that only him and Oscar really know the truth, right? And those in that circle. Nevertheless, hey, the guy did his thing. He got out of here, and he's a very wealthy man. You know, he has businesses and investments that should see him through his latter years, you know. So regardless what's overshadowing dude, you know, got to give him credit for the good that he's done and the accomplishments that he's made, you know. I was going to speak on some other things that we kind of experienced with him because of the way he is towards women, and it had involved someone in my family. But I'm not gonna get into all that. You know, I'm tired of the negativity. You know, it's giving me a bad I'm starting to let off bad vibes. You know I am by all the negativity and stuff. So I'm gonna steer away from that. And I'm gonna cut this video short. I just wanted to this was kind of a subscriber requested this. I'm glad he did. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of details I could get into as far as the successful things that he's accomplished and the good that he's done for the people that he's done good things for, because I know he helped a lot of people, you know. So that's it. That's my spiel on Oscar de la Hoya. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any comments, questions, I'll try to get to them the best I can. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. God bless each and every one of you and your families. And stay strong and stay free. Let's stay out here for the people that we love and care about, and the people that love and care about us, so that we can help them when they call on us, instead of us being incarcerated and them having to spend their precious time and their precious resources on taking care of us for bad decisions we make in our lives. Thank you for watching. God bless you.